so it is very important that your stakeholders and also decision makers in your career are aware of what you are doing, and not in terms of how many hours you are working, but in terms of accomplishments, in terms of contribution, in terms of how you add value. And so it is important. I had this conversation with a partner in one of the big four, and she was a partner in a smaller organization that was acquired by a big one, by one of the big four. And so she was new partner, new office, starting everything. And she said, after a couple of months, I have an open door policy and I wanted people to come in and to have conversations with me, so I knew what was going on. After a couple of months, I realized that the only ones that came in were the men, to tell me about what they achieved, to tell me about new clients, to tell me about new ideas and projects and concepts. They were the men. And she said, I really had to start an active process in order to invite women to show up. And I would say show off, because that's how we look at it, right? It's not like that. But it is about how modest we are, how low profile we want to be. I don't know why. I do know where it comes from, but it is so important that people know what you are worth, what people know that you are capable of, and not only for your own promotion or career progress. It's also important for your team. It's important for your team that you know, that they know who you are and what you can do. Because if they can work for a leader that has and shows potential and that has their back, there will be a lot more motivated than if they're working for somebody who does not like even defends their case in the C-suite or in the
Hmm.
boardroom. Does that make sense? Is that something that you, and
Oh,
this is true in tech, but I would say it's true in every corporate environment. It's true in life in general.
100%. So let's see. Yeah, there's a couple of things in here in what you just mentioned. One is, yeah, the backgrounds. Like, I'm an immigrant originally myself, and I grew up in a culture that they said the tree that has more fruit is bending down more. What message is that? Be humble, don't show off. All of those messages, it is it is embedded in the DNA in a way. So I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. Now, there is something in there, and which is, by just wanting to get out of that, we do not succeed. You are a transformational guide. You know that just this mere want is not going to change the wiring of our brains. Now, one thing is, you need to understand the importance of the change, and you need to be strategic about the change. So if you really want to make that change, you need to strategically design your brand.
Yeah, I love
Design
that.
your brand and building allies around designing your brand. When I say that it's still resolve, it just doesn't happen overnight. It happens by strategically thinking, designing, building allies, building relationships. It's really something parallel to your job in a way. I run groups for women leaders to build their brands, and I see how much struggle is there. They are amazing. They know a lot, lots of accolade, everything.